Right there, folks. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you as always. How are we? How are we all doing? Did we manage to get any winners in day one? Me personally, I done just fine. I had Berrettini in straight sets. For those of you that watched last night's short, well done if you jumped on that. Nice little start to the first round. Got quite a few games to get through here. I'm not going to go through every one of them. I'll pick out the main ones. Got a couple of officials, couple floaters, nice little treble sorted. We'll get to that when we get to it. Before we do, like the video if you would, subscribe if you're not. If you want to support the channel, links in the description and the pinned comments. You can go ahead and do just that, only if you want to. Quick shout out to Frank as well. I had another donation from him the other day. I forgot to mention that. I appreciate it, mate. You know I do. Just going to get another winner for Frank now. Where do we start? Where do we start here? I'll tell you where we start. We'll start over in Kazakhstan, innit? Good old Kazakhstan. Right, I've got one or two. Look, there's one that I definitely want to have a look at, and then maybe stick another one as a floater. But we'll start with these, and then we'll brush over the rest. So, the first one, main one, kicking us off, Kazakhstan. Roman Safulin, Adrian Manarino. We're getting Safulin at around, call it 1.4, 1.45 on the decimal. Manarino, 2.87, 2.9, 2-1 underdog. Call it what you want. Head-to-head is 2-0 to Manarino in this spot. This guy has been playing shit in the second half of the year. He ain't had the best season, to be fair. 14-29 on the year overall. That's poor. I did say at the start of the year, didn't I? This will be the year. This will be the year. Although, with that being said, it was around this time last season where I'm pretty sure, did he win this tournament? Was it this one? Manarino won one of these indoor tournaments around this time last year. It may be this, I'm not too sure. You'll have to check on that. But am I expecting him to just pull some sort of form out of his arse all of a sudden? Not really. Against Roman Safulin? Maybe not. As a matter of fact, definitely not. Roman Safulin's been well better. Well better. Look, his season overall, 25-26 on the year. That's fine. Like, that's fine. You know what I mean? That's it. It's better than Adrian Manarino's anyway. Last time he played, it was Stockholm last year. It was, so it weren't this very tournament, but it was the other one. In fact, where's this? Yeah, this is Kazakhstan. Just checking. Roman Safulin looked really good in Shanghai, I thought. It was a shame he ran into Djokovic, weren't it, in the round of 16. He was on a bit of a tear. He beat Zakayev in straight sets, beat Bublik in straight sets. He dropped the set to Tiafoe, ended up beating him, and then got fucking walloped by Djokovic. No shame in that. No shame in that at all. Before that, he got beaten in the round of 16 by Yannick Sinner in Beijing, for those that remember that one. And then, if we're putting it up with Manarino, he's won what, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 5-5 in his last 10, so you're probably looking at that going, that's not too bad. It's not as bad as what you're making out. There's a loss to fucking Zachary Zvader in there. He got beat by Medvedev, Musetti, Jacob Fernley, David Goffin. The wins as well. 2 wins come on the challenger. One against Terence Hartmann, one against Zoe as well, and the other one against Lorenzo Sonego in Beijing. It's not doing it for me, It's not doing it for me. I think it's going to take an absolute masterclass for Manarino to beat Roman Safulin here. I really do. Looking at the head-to-head and considering Roman Safulin's 1.4 in the decimal, that speaks volumes. I think he's going on the treble. We'll get to it at the end, but Roman Safulin will be definitely the only one that I'm looking at. Definitely. Especially from Kazakhstan anyway. Next one, touching on it dead quick. Not going to go into it at all, really. I don't really need to say much. For those that know. Bebet Zakayev beats Benjamin Hassan tomorrow. Haven't played each other before, doesn't matter. Call it 1.7 on the decimal for Zakayev. Enough said. First round, at home. Fucking Benjamin Hassan, come on. Thank me tomorrow. Just thank me tomorrow. So yeah, that's pretty much it. from me. We've got Christopher O'Connell, Gabe Diallo. That's a rough one. Could go either way. Christopher O'Connell is in fantastic form. And I mean fantastic form. Until, who did we take him against? Who was it? It was a close... Berrettini. Yeah. It was Berrettini. Close game against Berrettini, ended up getting beat by Alex Michelson before that. Before those two losses, he was on an absolute flyer. Plays his best tennis on the hard court. Gabe Diallo, I don't watch him enough. I haven't seen enough. I know he's good, and he's only getting better. He's a fucking unit as well. He's massive. It's like, do you go with what you know with Christopher O'Connell, or do you gamble on the unknown with Gabe Diallo here? Diallo's a slight favourite, and I do mean a slight one. I'm just going to stay away from it, see how it pans out. Otto Virtanen should be beating Fabio Fognini, but what do I always say? It's a 250 Fabio Fognini in the first round. He always finds some sort of way to get through. Always finds some, by hook or by crook. This guy, keep an eye on it. Be very wary of that. Otto Virtanen hasn't been playing that good either, but if you're going to beat someone, it's got to be Fabio Fognini. He is on an absolute stinker, to be fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-game losing streak for the Finn. Yeah, like I said, not touching it. Look at that. Look at the odds. And he can't even win a fucking game. Fabio Fognini, it's just, yeah, I'm not going into it. I can't say fuck all about Otto Virtanen. At least he's been playing decent opponents. Alex de Minaur, Felix Auger-Aliassime, Cerundolo, O'Connell, Watanuki, yeah. It'd have to be Otto Virtanen or nothing in that one. Zhang and Karatsev, It's a good job we've got another 2 tournaments to go through here, because this first round here is rough. So rough. I'd lean towards Zhang, but after that last game we watched them play against, who was it? I can't remember. Zizou Bergs, that was it. I wouldn't trust that cunt ever again, to be honest with you, especially not for the rest of the year. It's just a big no-go for Zhang for me. And I'm not one to put any money on Karatsev either. It's so untrustworthy. You don't have to bet that game. You don't have to bet that. It's going to be nothing but stress. Don't worry about it. Same as this one, Dan Evans, Taro Daniel. I'm looking at it going, Dan Evans smokes him. He should do. He should just edge this one out, but don't trust either of them. As far as I can throw them, let me know what you think on that. Is there one more? Yeah, another rough one. We've got Shevchenko and Mikhail Kukushkin. 2 Kazakhs going back and forth. Take your pick on this one. Roll a dice, flip a coin, fucking call your ma, ask her, tell her to pick a number, 1 or 2. It's completely up to you. Shevchenko should be getting it done. Kukushkin's quality on the indoor hard court, though. When his serve's going, you can't break him. He is unbreakable. Actually, I don't know. Lean towards an over. Kukushkin's been good in qualifying as well. Yeah, staying away. Absolute shitters. So, wrapping us up there in Kazakhstan, it's going to be Roman Safiullin to beat Adrian Manarino. And I'm going to stick Sakayev as a floater, not as a unit lock. It's, for those of you that don't know, the floaters are just food for thought. It's not something that I'm betting on personally or officially. They're always at the top or wrapped in with the treble. Look at it as a lean, if you would. A slight lean as well. Couldn't talk you off it. Wouldn't call you crazy for taking it. Safiullin and Zakayev, 100%. Right, moving on. One sec. Moving on, we're making good time here, folks. Making good time. Due to the fact that there's just too many that I'm looking at, and it's just giving me a migraine. They're not worth worrying about. It's the first round after all. Hugo Gaston, you know what I mean? Hugo Gaston's playing this fucking Vatutin guy. Never betting on Hugo Gaston. I just don't do that. I don't do that because I'm not fucking mentally retarded. So it'd be dog or nothing, just as a pure Gaston fade. Batista Agut, Van Ash, once again, You don't need me to break these ones down. Surely they can't. They may be one, but they can't be many of you sitting there going, "Oh no, please!" Like I was desperately waiting for Vertuten and Gaston breakdown. Like, come on, no way. Batista Lagoon, Van Ash is another one. I wouldn't mind just looking at Van Ash as a dog, younger, fitter, fresher, looks shit hot in qualifying as well. Batista Lagoon's a tricky customer, a lot more experience. You can never write him off, but odds as close as that, dog or nothing. I'd have a little look at Van Ash, but then again, he's French, isn't he? So maybe not. Giron, Bottage, Van der Sandschulp, fucking hell. Jesus Christ, just looking at these is stressing me out. It's 2-1 to Marcus Giron here. Anyone got anything for this? Doubt it. Highly doubt it. Odds are very close. Well, practically split down the middle. Say slight favourite to Van der Sandschulp. Wow. Well, I'd go with Marcus Giron. Fuck it. I'd go with Marcus Giron. Yeah, I just would. I don't know why. I just, yeah. I don't trust Marcus Giron, but I trust him a little bit more indoor hardcourt than Van der Sandschulp. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm not. I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you. I'm not touching it. Let me know if you've got anything for that. And Pesci Pericard, Sabo Phil, Jesus Christ, they've all come back to haunt us, haven't they, in this one? Are they coming back? Yeah, fucking Gaston, Van Ash. Not haunt us, but it's the Frenchies again, innit? These bastard Frenchmen, man, like, we've learned, haven't we? We've learned from the past couple of tournaments. Like, I'm just not touching any of these French players unless it's Hugo Humbert. I'm not going anywhere near them. Enough said. And Pesci Pericard, we watched him play. Fuck, who was it? Was a Stan Wawrinka? Yeah, it was Stan Wawrinka, and he was absolute trash. Absolute trash. Yeah, Sabo Phil as a dog. Sabo Phil's already beat him as well. Yeah. Pure Pericard fade, yeah, I just, no. I need to see more. I can't see it happening in the space of a week or two. I need, like, give it till, like, March, April next year. Give it till after clay season next year. And I'll see where I stand with him, Pericard, but fuck him. No way. Not a chance. Zizou Berg will absolutely fucking destroy Facundo Diaz Acosta at home on the hard court indoors. Look at that, 1.19 on decimal. Biggest favourite of the day. And it's Zizou Berg. You can get that at 1.2. Look, it's a free win. If you'd ask me, Facundo Diaz Acosta, he's fucking crap on the hard court. If this was on the clay, completely different story. But it's not. Hence the odds. Zizou Berg's quite alright as well. You know, I've said for a while, haven't I? He's flew under my radar quite a lot, but he's made himself known the past couple of months. I don't mind Zizou Berg. I see what his game is, and I quite like it, especially in this matchup as well. It can only be a parlay piece, 1.2. If you just want to tip your parlay over to a nice little better price, Zizou Berg's your man there. And then, look at that, Rinderknech. I'm not even going to attempt it. I'll just say this kid's name. If anyone's still watching, get in the comments. How do you say this lad's name who's playing out of Rinderknech here? It's like, I'm not even going to attempt it. You know what I'm on about. I might have to click that game on tomorrow just to see how the umpire's calling his name. Rinderknech, 1.6 on the decimal. Belgian kid, 2.3. Never played each other before, obviously. I've watched quite a bit of this lad from Belgium as well, and he's decent, you know. He's a decent player. Arthur Rinderknech, he seems to have plateaued quite a bit, doesn't he? We know what to expect on a good day, and especially on a bad day. You can see it coming a mile off, can't you? We've seen him choke some fucking games away, man. Excuse me. Look, the one thing like I will say, and this stands for all these players as well, not just Rinderknech, obviously, but with it being indoors, that like it can only help. it can only help, you know what I mean? There's a couple of variables that come into play with outdoor tennis, isn't there? And obviously being on the indoor hard court eliminates pretty much most, if not all of them. You know, some call it easy mode, don't they? I've seen a lot of players call it easy mode indoors. I mean, me, I'm not a professional tennis player, so I can't really comment on the matter, but I feel like it should only do you favours, shouldn't it? Arthur Rinderknech, you shouldn't be struggling, especially with that type of serve on the indoor hard court. It should be fucking skimming off the floor, shouldn't it? I still can't trust him though. Why? Because he's French. We'll just wait and see what happens. Wouldn't mind taking. Actually, no. I don't know. I feel like a lot of these, maybe not a lot of them, but some of them, these home favourites, not betting favourites, but these home kids are going to be blown out of proportion a little bit. I feel like there's a lot of hype behind them. Seen what Martin Fuskovic's done to that Rafael Collignon before as well. He absolutely fisted them off. So Rinderknech should be getting it done. Consider I'm not betting it. Spent way too much time. I am betting this one though. Last one on the slate for Belgium. Yuri Lehechka, Jami Munar. Head to head. One apiece. I'm lying. 1-0 to Lehechka. When was that? Last week. We all remember that. A little bit of a shaky start. We got there in the end. Call it 1.3 on the decimal for Yuri. Rinse and repeat, folks. Rinse and repeat. There's no doubt in my mind he gets past Munar once again on the hard court. And you know what? If the 1.3 is not enough as a parlay piece, is a unit lock for you. Yuri Lehechka, straight sets. Don't know what you're getting for that. It should be evens, around evens anyway. Maybe plus money. I'll check later, but it's definitely a unit lock for me. I think it's very apparent who's going to dominate this matchup on what surface. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. Parlay piece, unit lock on the one game. Lehechka gets it done for me. He's going on the fucking parlay. And I'll also be having just a little sprinkle on Lehechka to get it done in 2. Right then, last tournament. We're in Sweden now, so one official from me that's going on the parlay. And is it? Yeah, there's a couple of leans in here. This one should be pretty straightforward. So apart from this one, Cam Norrie's playing Kekmanovic. Fucking get the fuck out. See you later. I haven't got time for you. I haven't got time for it. Pedro Martinez, Laszlo Djere. Quite a heavy lean towards Laszlo in this one. He's not a bad player. He's quite a decent player when he's playing good. Pedro Martinez, I mean, it's not the clay, is it? It's not the clay. Although he has put up some decent, surprising, shocking, pretty much, yeah, somewhat shocking results on the hard court. I feel like us as a community, we're pretty good at getting reads on Pedro Martinez, aren't we? We always hammer him through clay season. He does his wonders. And when it's going for him on the hard court, we're usually in the know. He's been a bit snide as of late, hasn't he? Well, let's have a little quick look. You're probably sitting there going, you know what? He's won his last 5, last 6 is that? He's won his last 5. Who the fuck are they? Like all challenger ones, aren't they? He's just won a challenger tour that was on the clay, So he's went back to the clay, even though it's hard court season still. Same with Laszlo Djere. He went back to the clay before this. Yeah, Djere or not. Djere or not. I don't think Martinez is going to beat him. Nico Yari should definitely be beating fucking Elias Ymer as well. Even though he's only in this because he's Swedish, isn't he? Yeah, 100%. Nico Yari. What's the odds on that there? 1.7 for Yari. Is that a mistake? Is that a fucking joke? Nah, maybe that's a trap. Hey, look, if you're still watching, let me know what's up with that. Nico Yari, that's nearly split down the middle. That's a couple points away from being evens. That's a floater. That's going to be a floater, yeah, is it? Elias Ymer at home. Yeah, fuck that, actually. Elias Ymer didn't even qualify for this, did he? Oh, no, he didn't do qualifying. So was he seeded in this also? This is fucking mad. He's been beaten the first round on a challenger against Kim in straight sets. Yeah, fuck that. Nico Yari, is just miles ahead of this fella. Miles ahead of him. That's definitely, it might even be a unit lock. I don't know. If it's pinned, it's pinned. If it's not, it's not. Muller, 1.08 against Borg, Swedish Borg. Fucking Ray Borg. Do you remember Ray Borg? Yeah, don't care. 7-1 underdog there. Fuck me. That'd be alright if that came in. Yeah, I don't know. Look, last one, and we'll wrap it up from me. Corentin Moutet. Now, am I really going to do this? Because, look, I'm not taking Corentin Moutet, but this does involve a Frenchie, and it's playing on my mind a little bit. He's playing Jacob Fernley, before I forget as well. He's playing me boy Jacob. Jacob Fernley is 1.4 on the decimal. Have you seen how good this lad's been doing lately? He's won back-to-back titles on the Challenger. All on the hard court indoor as well, may I add. Corentin Moutet just can't play on this surface. He cannot play on this surface whatsoever. Let's have a little look. So, yeah, just can't trust this cunt on the hardcore. Can't trust him anywhere, really. It's clay or nothing for Corentin Moutet. But what do I always say? It's always worth rolling the dice on Corentin Moutet to just destroy himself. He beats himself 9 times out of 10. And it may not necessarily be that his opponent's better than him and he's struggling. Sometimes technique-wise, he's very technically gifted, I'll give him that. He's not a bad tennis player. He can move better than most of them. He stick shots and all that shit. I know that doesn't really mean much, but it does to some. Moutet's not a bad player. It's just been a long time since I've seen him play well, and he's a fucking clown, isn't he? This guy's a fucking clown. You can bet your house on it that as soon as it starts not going his way, starts going against him just a little bit, he'll just implode. Utter capitulation is what I'm expecting from Corentin Moutet. Jacob Fernley, 20-0 on the indoor hard court this season. Fucking come on. Come on, you know what I mean? Solid. 10-2 on the hard court. 39-5 overall this year for Jacob Fernley. And he's 1.4 on the decimal. That should tell you all you need to know against Corentin, fucking the emotional wreck Moutet. That's my last official. And that's all I've got for you, folks. Jacob Fernley definitely gets that one done. I'll be watching that one, supporting me boy, no doubt about it. And right, that's all a minute. That is all them, folks. Right, I haven't really sorted my treble out. I don't really want to do it on the fly. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna upload it, and while I'm uploading it, it's gonna be out of Jacob Fernley's definitely on it. Yuri Lehechka's definitely on it. I don't know whether to put Roman Safiullin on it, or I don't know whether to just stick Zizou Bergs on it and just play it safe. Or could go for all 4. I don't know. Let's fucking see, shall we? Let me know what you're doing, folks. Let me know what you're going for. Best bets, all that stuff. Doesn't matter what the sport. Right then. I'm watching this fucking Mets and Dodgers game here. Fucking Dodgers are getting absolutely smacked up by the Mets here, aren't they? Everyone had a feeling this was going to happen. Sean Manaea coming out, man. He's just fucking so, yeah. Anyway, I won't waffle on about it. We've spent enough time talking about them. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you stopping by and spending the time. As always, it means a lot. Like the video and subscribe if you would. I'd appreciate that too. Also, if you want to support the channel and getting any decent wins, or just for the love of the tennis, or for fucking whatever, links in the description and the pinned comments along with the pics. Do yourself a favour, in fact, not do yourself a favour, do me a favour, innit? Only if you want to. So, folks, I'll be saying good night to you. Best of luck to you with your picks, with your bets. Let's go enjoy some tennis. Let's go get that cash. Take it easy. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. See you tomorrow.